You're listening to Nick and Joe's Wrestling Recaps, a subsidiary of the Overcast, brought to you by Oversoul Gaming.
All right. Welcome back to another episode of Nick and Joe's Wrestling Recaps. I'm Nick.
I'm Joe.
And together we are bringing you coverage for SummerSlam Night 1. So the opening match was Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. The Braun Bronze, may have you. This match, dude, this match was fucking brutal. I am not surprised how it turned out. I am
Nobody's
very
surprised how it
happy.
turned out.
I'm very surprised of how this turned out, and very happy with how this match turned out.
We're slowly starting to see babyface Roman come around again.
I'm here for it because I was a massive Roman Reigns fan when nobody liked him, when he was a face and couldn't really do promos. He's developed a whole hell of a lot, and I'm fucking here for it.
I think it's also important to note that I think we're starting to see the reformation of the original Bloodline because
As a face faction, and I would be yes. I'm here for it.
I mean,
I wasn't a fan of the
Jay's already there
Bloodline.
being the babyface that he's been for, the last year. He's got the crowd behind him. He's got the acceptance, the push, whatever you want to call it, from the universe. And so now we're starting to see Roman go back to being babyface Roman, where, everybody's all for it.
Yeah. I think this was the right move. This match, it was a close one, but it was dude, this match was brutal.
I mean, let's acknowledge the fact that Roman took so many shots for Jay.
Oh, absolutely. And the way he jumped out of the way of that spear for Jay from Braun, that was a fucking dude, I saw the pain on Roman's face.
Oh, yeah. You could tell he was hurting by the end of that match.
Absolutely, he was.
I think it's important to note that you and I have discussed this in the past about Solo's bloodline and Roman needing to reform his bloodline. So I wouldn't be surprised come War Games if we got Solo's bloodline versus Roman's bloodline.
Oh, I'd be here for it. I'm here for that. Dude, that's in a War Games match, that'd be fucking amazing.
And then, of course, we all know.
Especially if Jacob Fatu ended up on Roman's bloodline.
Well, that's exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be Roman, Jimmy and Jay, and Jacob. Now, the question is, are they, if it comes down to that, would they do a 4-on-4 War Games or would they do a 5-on-5? And, Tama Tonga is supposed to be coming back before War Games. So,
yeah,
if they do, in fact, do a 5-on-5, who does Roman get to be his fifth guy? Does he go back and try to bring Sammy back into the mix?
You know what? I
Or does he
think
go
that's
out
what
and get Zilla?
since Sammy's a face right now, that would only make sense.
Right, but with all the rumors going around that Zilla Fatu's on his way to WWE, does Roman go out and get Zilla?
Depending on what Zilla debuts
Yeah.
as a face or a heel.
It'll be interesting to see how it develops over the course of the next couple months.
Yeah, absolutely. Roman and Jay did end up winning this match, and I am happy for that. Did you see the way that Braun Breaker fucking put his unitard back up over his shoulders just to take it back off his shoulders? Like, that was a little over dramatic.
or he just pulled the string a little too early and wasn't supposed to take his straps down at that point.
That's fair.
I think it's hilarious how Paul Heyman was walking around with Roman's, Jordans around his neck like a high school bully.
Dude, fucking Bronson Reed was calling himself the tribal thief, and he was calling them the Shula Fala. What the fuck? Like, that's. I like
don't
the
know.
shoes.
It's very comedic right now.
It really is. And with Seth Rollins being gone, we'll get to that later, much later. But that's yeah, no.
I wouldn't be surprised at all if we get Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker as the tag team champions within the
At
course
some
of the
point.
next couple months.
Yeah.
I mean, because the reality of it is who on Raw has the capability to stop Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker?
Yeah.
There's really nobody that can handle those two.
No.
But
The next match we have on the card was Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair versus Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez for the women's tag team championships. I want to first start by saying that I never thought that I would see the day that I would be cheering for Charlotte Flair. The only reason that is because I have a specific bias towards Alexa Bliss for her association with Bray Wyatt.
I mean, let's be honest. Charlotte, through the course of Charlotte's career, she doesn't play wild dice with others.
No, she doesn't, and that's what I'm worried about. Like, I know her history, but I like the chemistry. I like the chemistry that Alexa and Charlotte have, especially, and I want to call out one specific part of this match, and that was when Alexa Bliss accidentally striked Charlotte, and then towards the end of this match, when Alexa Bliss has Roxanne Perez in the position for his sister Abigail, we see Charlotte out of the corner of the camera in the corner looking like she's about ready to strike Alexa Bliss. And then the camera pans over and she super kicks or super kick super kicks the shit out of Raquel Rodriguez, giving Alexa Bliss the opening to do the Sister Abigail just for them to pick up the win for this match. I like this chemistry. I like that, oh, we're not friends, we're partners. I'm okay with that.
We need an explanation for the hair pulling at the end of the match. I mean, that was like, what the hell, Charlotte? You're pulling her hair now? What's going on here?
Right.
But back to my original, not playing well with others. The same could be said for Alexa Bliss, though, too. I mean, every time that they've tried to put her, with another female competitor,
especially
it's
Nia.
never lasted very long.
Especially Nia. That one time she partnered, or not necessarily partnered, but essentially made an alliance with Nia. That that didn't last long. And then Alexa got decimated.
I will say this: I'm here for this title run. I just hope to God that they don't drop the titles Monday night.
I'm really hoping so too. They're on SmackDown, aren't they?
You are correct. They are.
Okay. Oh man. Yeah, no, I'm probably going to speak it into existence by saying this, but I really hope that I'm not.
Then
Why
don't say
do
it. Just don't say it. Just don't jinx it.
Okay, yeah, no, I will refrain from saying it then. But oh man. On that note, the next match we had on the card was Karrion Kross versus Sami Zayn. This match, I was highly entertained with this match. This match kept me on my toes. I know the last match that Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross had together, they weren't. It was. Sammy put up a really good fight. He did, but Karrion Kross came out on the top. I thought that this was the direction that they were going to go with this match. Before I say the results of the match, what were your thoughts on this?
To be perfectly honest, I really thought that they were going to give Karrion the push simply because he really hasn't been on TV much in a active competitive role. It's more been behind the scenes doing promos with different people. First it was Karrion Kross, AJ Styles, now Karrion Kross, Sami Zayn. If they're going to use Karrion as just for promo work, it's a serious disrespect to Karrion's reputation, and he doesn't deserve that.
No, I seriously thought that they were going to give Karrion the win on this too. When Scarlett brought out the steel pipe initially to give to Karrion, Sami was prepared this time, and I was genuinely surprised when he reversed whatever Karrion was attempting to do, well, hitting him with a pipe, but he avoided it and fucking flawlessly. And what took me by surprise was when Scarlett went to when the steel pipe with Carrion backfired. Scarlett offered the steel pipe to Sami Zayn. I'm like, what? And these are some fucked up mind games that she's playing.
Well, look at it this way. I mean, realistically, we could be seeing a heel turn for Sami, and we could be seeing a new faction in Sami Zayn, Karrion Kross, with Scarlett as the mastermind.
Ooh. Dude, I'm fucking here for it. I would love to see that.
And let's be honest, anytime we get a chance to see Scarlett, it's a good day.
I know Carrion is already dark as it is. I would love to see how dark Sami Zayn could get.
Oh, we know how dark Sami can get. Look at some of the matches that Sami Zayn has had.
Oh, I know. I know how dark Sami can get, but I'm saying if he's going to join a faction with Karrion Kross and Scarlett as the mastermind, I'm curious to see how dark he could get his character within that faction, given the aesthetic of Carrion's gimmick.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm fucking here for it. But yeah, no, I was genuinely surprised, and I would have liked to see Karrion get the push, but I'm also kind of glad that Sami won this match. I don't think that this is the last time that these two are going to collide. But I think this is just going to up the ante for like a street fight or a no holds barred match.
Did you see the empty look in Sami Zayn at the end of the match?
I did.
It was almost like it was like he was there, but it was like mentally he was just not there.
Yeah, no, this match took a toll on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely see. No, I with that being said, I could definitely see oh, and I would so be here for it. Sami Zayn joining a faction. Yes. Something other than the bloodline for once for him. I think this is what Sami needs. And I think adding Sami Zayn to a faction with Karrion Kross would help elevate the push for Karrion.
It's going to be interesting, that's for sure.
Yes. So the next match that we have on the card was the Jade Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton for the WWE Women's Championship. This match, I feel, could have been a little longer. I feel like they kind of rushed this match.
They didn't kind of rush it. They did rush it. There was quite a few. There were quite a few spots that were completely just screwed. I mean, there was quite a few moves from both ladies that kind of were half-assed, or I don't want to use the word botched, but they didn't pull them off correctly.
Yeah, no, I checked out 2 minutes into this match.
It was boring, to be honest. It was
It
just,
really fucking was.
I mean, now where there's some spots where Tiffany showed how much resilience and dedication and determination she actually has, yes.
Absolutely.
But the reality of it is it could have been a lot better than what it was.
Yeah. The correct me if I'm wrong, but up until tonight, hasn't Jade Cargill been undefeated?
I'm not 100% sure.
I don't think she's ever lost a match before tonight.
I think if she has lost, no, you know what? She lost to Naomi.
Oh, yep, she sure did. Because was it? Yeah.
And that was, if I remember correctly, that was Jade's first match back. And I want to say that was the match where Bianca was the special guest referee.
Yep. Sure was. Tiffany did end up retaining her title. Let's move on to the match that I have a lot to say about. Because fuck Logan Paul. This match was my most anticipated match for this card. We have Jelly Roll and Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. I want to start off by saying I Jelly Roll did a lot better than I thought he would. But starting off the match was not the best idea. I feel like this could have gone a whole different direction if Randy Orton had started off the match. But as soon as the bell rang, my man fucking tagged himself in. Like, Jelly, what the... He held his own, but he took a lot of fucking bumps. Some major ones. I'm not gonna lie. I was almost in tears when he was down over by the fucking announce table. After that fucking after that fucking frog splash from Logan Paul. Dude, it's one thing that I can't fucking stand Logan Paul. Don't try to be fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin with your fucking prime. You will never be Stone Cold Steve Austin. And the fact that you showboated like fucking Hulk Hogan shows just the kind of person that you are.
Well, let's go back when Logan Paul first came out, and that whole section had Logan Paul is an outsider signs.
Yeah.
That pissed him off so bad. And
I know.
More fuel to the fire.
Yeah, no, this
I will say this. I was not a big fan of this match. I thought it was a waste of time. I thought it could have been given to somebody else. But Jelly Roll actually fucking impressed me.
I'm glad that he put the work in, but I will die on this fucking hill. I still think it would have been a smarter. I think this match could have gone a whole different direction if he would have just let Randy Orton start the match. I
Maybe,
think
maybe not. But what
I
this
think
does do
what
is this,
Jelly's biggest mistake was letting his emotions get the better of him. That is the number one thing you do not want to bring into this match and into a matchup like this, especially if you are a special guest celebrity.
okay, yes. However, even wrestlers that have been in the business for years have shown emotions when it comes to certain matches.
Yeah.
I mean, go back to pretty much every championship match that Charlotte Flair has ever had. She gets
Yeah.
frustrated. What does she do? She shows emotion.
Yeah.
You go back to a couple of the Royal Rumble matches for some of the ladies, that have been gone for years, and they've come back and have competed in the match, and they've shown emotion. I mean, it's
True.
just, Jelly Roll was, living out his childhood dream and got a little emotional, and yeah, maybe it backfired on him, but hopefully, and I wouldn't be opposed if it was a one and done thing for Jelly Roll, but
Yeah, I really hope so, but the way I have been hearing him talk in interviews, I don't think this is going to be his only match.
dude, now that I saw what I saw tonight, I would love to see Jelly Roll versus Logan Paul, 1-on-1, just the two of them.
You already know my answer to that.
You're all
I'm
for it. We know.
I'm all fucking for it. I love Jelly Roll. His music has done so much for me in my life, and I can wait for new music or a fucking tour potentially in the Iowa area, hopefully. Eventually someday in the future, but I am perfectly content seeing Jelly Roll compete in a WWE ring. From what I heard in an interview that he had said he canceled the rest of his tour to focus on competing in the WWE. So I don't think this is the last time we're going to see Jelly Roll in the squared circle.
Only time will tell.
Yeah. What pisses me off most about this match, though, was the fact that it was Logan Paul that pinned Jelly Roll. That, ooh.
No, I think I know
Fuck
you're
Logan
pissed
Paul.
about
That's
it,
all I
but
have to say.
I know you're pissed about it, but I'm all for it because realistically, who's been doing the most work with Jelly Roll the last couple months?
You're not wrong.
Especially leading up to SummerSlam. You take a look at a couple weeks ago on the late night show when Jelly Roll put Logan through a table.
Yeah, on live fucking television.
You take a look at Friday Night SmackDown when they invaded Jelly Roll during a training session and laid him out.
Yeah.
But tell you what, man, he took some hellacious bumps, man. That
Yeah, he
frog splash
fucking
through the
did.
table, man.
I need to start listening to his wife's podcast again because I'm sure she's on there talking about this.
Probably.
Let's see. The next match that we have, the next and final match that we have on the card for night 1 of WWE's SummerSlam, the main event of the evening, CM Punk versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. I want to. Ooh, this match was fucking brutal. CM Punk doesn't give up easy. He's a Chicago boy. He's a fucking fighter. But in that same breath, Gunther is a fucking workhorse, and he's not there to make friends. He's there to make money and win titles. And Gunther's not a force to be trifled with. So many times during this match, I caught myself yelling at the TV, "Get up, Punk! Get up! Get up! Gunther, you're a bitch! Gunther, you're a bitch!"
I was doing the same thing.
Like, dude, like, oh my fucking God. Like, after, like, oh man. So many times.
The thing that I loved the most about this match was the simple fact that it showed how much passion Punk and Gunther have for wrestling.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it just goes to show that these two love to just chop the shit out of people. Did you see that blood blister that popped on Punk's upper chest almost towards his collarbone area?
No, but I saw the one that Punk left on Gunther.
Oh, good God, that was nasty.
Like, CM Punk has come out and said it. Like, he doesn't drink, he doesn't do drugs. Wrestling is his addiction. And Gunther's a hell of a competitor himself. These two put on one hell of a fucking main event.
I'm going to go on record and say match of the year.
Dude, I would have to agree with that. If this match doesn't get at least nominated for a Slammy Award in December, I'm going to riot.
I mean, this match was, from start to finish, this match was just on point. These two came in and they did absolutely everything they said they were going to do.
This match was fucking carnage.
I mean, good God. I mean, even Punk told, even Punk told Gunther, "You don't know what you're getting yourself into, kid."
No, he sure did not.
Yeah, he told him on either last episode of Raw or the one before that.
It was the go home episode of Raw. I watched it. Dude. Oh man, that promo. That whole segment.
What he was getting himself into.
He sure did, and he fucking delivered.
And I hate to say it, but Gunther, he played into his pride, he played into his confidence, and at the end of the day, he underestimated CM Punk just like he did Jey Uso.
Yeah, he sure fucking did. Gunther did end up dropping the title to CM Punk. And what this was, so I know I talked about Seth Rollins cashing in at WrestleMania when we covered Evolution 2. I also this was not on my bingo card. It was I thought that Seth Rollins was on the shelf indefinitely for 6 to 9 months at least. He hasn't been gone that long.
No,
He
it was
came
all
out on
work, man.
he came out on crutches and he started shouting, "Hold on to it while you can." So I thought that was just a warning, like a warning shot. But then next thing I know, Seth Rollins is shirtless, no crutches, running down to the ring. He cashes
Seth
in his
Rollins,
money. He is like this took me by complete surprise. I am pissed, but at the same time, I'm glad an Iowa boy has the title. I'm just mad that it was CM Punk that he took it off of.
well, here's the thing. Granted, I'm pissed that it's, that it was Punk that he cashed in on, but it just goes
We
to
knew
add to their hatred for one another. It just goes to add to their feud that they're already in and have been in for well over a decade. And this sets up what everybody wants to see, and that's Punk versus Rollins one-on-one to see who the best in the world is.
yeah. CM Punk's title reign lasted less time than Drew McIntyre's did at WrestleMania 40. That's what pisses me off more. This one stung.
Yeah, it
Like
definitely hurts.
Sarah had I when CM Punk got the pin on Gunther for the 1, 2, 3, I was a little too loud and she yelled a bit downstairs, inside voice. I'm like, oh shit. I didn't realize how loud I was being. Like, dude, oh my God. Like, I was so fucking excited and so happy for him. All for it to be just shit down the fucking toilet.
Well, now turnabout's fair play. So now the next time that these two meet, Punk's going to take the title off of Rollins.
I sure fucking hope so.
And I'm going to call it now. The amount of hatred that these two have for each other, there's no other match that these guys can have except a Hell in a Cell, a steel cage, a Falls Count Anywhere, a no holds barred. Like, this match is going to be for blood.
I 100% agree, but in that same breath, I could also see Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker hiding under the ring in a Hell in a Cell match between CM Punk and Seth Rollins. I could see them pulling something like that, given who their fucking person is.
Yeah, but let's not forget, Punk still has friends.
He does. He definitely does. And I've seen the alliances that he's made here and there. I know Cody might be one of them. I know if he were to call on Cody, I know Cody would come to, depending on how the match for tomorrow goes between him and Cena. If he turns heel, I don't believe he would come to CM Punk's aid.
I mean, it's not just Cody though. It's the relationship that he has with Randy Orton. It's the relationship that he has with John Cena. It's the relationship that he has with Roman Reigns and the Usos.
Yeah, especially
You
since
know,
John Cena just turned heel last night or turned face last night.
yeah. And
Okay.
yeah,
Oh
it's
man. This So before we get into what we want to see next, I think we are going while we're at it, I think we should do predictions for night 2.
okay.
Okay. So I've got the card pulled up. Okay. So
And then you
did
got
they
the
pull the
TLC
ladder
ladder.
match? Did they pull the fucking tables, ladders, and chairs match?
No, because they showed it on night one's. They showed it on the night one recap
Oh,
for tomorrow night.
never mind. I see it. There it is. I think that's okay. So this is the match that, if I'm reading this card right, that's the match that will be starting the night off. Me personally, I would love nothing more than the Wyatt Six to retain their titles for this match against the Street Profits, Fraxium, DIY, Motor City Machine Guns, Andrade, and Ray Phoenix. This is a 6-pack tables, ladders, and chairs match. With how good the Street Profits are, with how good the Motor City Machine Guns are, and with how good Ray Phoenix is, and Andrade, they've got a lot to overcome for this. I would love to see my biased here. I'm gonna predict the Wyatt Six retains.
Okay.
What's your take on this?
I mean, realistically, the Wyatts probably are going to retain. However, I would love to see Fraxium finally get the titles.
I did get the chance to see Fraxium live when I went to Friday Night SmackDown back in May or March. I'm drawing a blank. Um, they are a decent tag team. I really like the way they work. You've got one luchador and you've got one wrestler that tag team together, and I don't know how it works, but it works, and I'm here for it. I
All I
wouldn't
know
be
for
I
all I know
I
for
wouldn't be
sure
up
is, oh boy.
I wouldn't be upset if Fraxium won. But I would
This match
love
chaotic.
to see.
Not only is this match going to be chaotic, but it's going to be a high flying affair.
Oh, absolutely, it will be. So Fraxium is your prediction?
Huh?
Fraxium is your prediction?
Yeah, I would love to see Fraxium win the titles.
Okay. So
I think
the
they've more than earned that. I think they've more than earned that opportunity.
yeah, no, I would agree. But still, my prediction is the Wyatt Six. I my personal bias, for me it's the Wyatt Six. All right, so the next match we would have on the card would be the Women's Intercontinental Championship match between Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria. At this point, I honestly don't care who wins. I'm a bit over this back and forth between Becky and Lyra. I think they just need to kiss and make up. Personally,
I'm right there with you, dude.
dude.
I don't care who wins. I probably won't even pay attention to that match tomorrow night if I'm being honest.
Especially since, like, and here's why I'm frustrated with this matchup. Because Lyra couldn't leave let enough alone to let Bayley have her fucking match for the title. She had to interfere, ruining it. And seeing Bayley not have a spot on this card is kind of disheartening, especially because she's been shat on so fucking much. And seeing that she is absolutely speechless and has nothing to say blows my fucking mind. And yeah, no, I slowly but surely losing some respect for Lyra. I just don't care about this matchup. So honestly, I don't care who wins this. I just want it to be over.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
So the next match we would have on the card would be the United States Championship match between Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu in a steel cage match. This match is going to be fucking brutal. I already know this, given what Jacob Fatu is capable of, given what Solo is capable of. This match is going to be very unforgiving. Do I see Solo pulling some shit? Yeah, probably. I think I see Solo. I think I see Solo pulling some bullshit.
Well, we know he's going to pull some bullshit.
Yeah. But the question
It's a
is,
steel
what
cage
bullshit?
match, so we know that there's going to be interference from the outside.
Absolutely, there is.
The question is Jacob going to come alone or is he going to have backup?
It would be smart to have backup. Me personally, I would ask the OTC.
I say Jacob gets his title back. I'm going with Jacob.
Yeah, same. The OTC, Roman Reigns. The next match we would have on the card would be the Intercontinental Championship match versus with Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles. I don't see Dominic holding on to the title with AJ. AJ is a vetted he is a vetted wrestler. He has been in multiple, countless promotions. And Dominic Mysterio has only been competing for how many? Like, let's say 5 years?
Probably
At
about
least?
a decade now, close to it.
AJ's been competing much longer than Dominic.
Mm-hmm. I think
AJ's also a shit brick house. Whereas Dominic is
let's give Dominic credit where it's due. He's no slouch. He can hold his own in the ring. However, if it's a straight up one-on-one fight between Dom and AJ, I'm giving the win to AJ.
Absolutely. Now, if there's Judgment Day interference, I don't see AJ winning this one.
I mean, let's take into consideration the girls just losing their titles tonight. I'm pretty sure Judgment Day is going to do absolutely everything in their power to help Dominic come out on top.
Absolutely, especially since Raquel and Roxanne just dropped the titles to Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. They want to try and protect what
So,
gold they have left.
but I'm going to go with AJ.
Same. Yep. AJ Styles for the win. The next match we would have on the card is the Women's World Championship match. A triple threat match between Naomi, Rhea Ripley, and Io Sky. Now, as much as my prediction right off the bat is going to be Rhea Ripley. As much as I would love to see Rhea win, I don't think that's the case in this scenario. With Naomi getting the heel turn that she has got, and the fact that Rhea has never beaten Io Sky in any match, I don't think Rhea picks up the win on this, but she is my prediction.
If I'm being honest, I love Rhea Ripley, but in all honesty, Rhea has no business being in this match. This should be Io versus Naomi. This should be a one-on-one. This should not be a triple threat. Rhea lost her title opportunity, and
Yeah.
you know what? I love Rhea Ripley, but I'm starting to see a pattern with Rhea, and that's she bitches and moans and complains and gripes every time she doesn't get her way or every time she doesn't get a win.
I've noticed that too. And I would have to agree with you on that.
I love Rhea, but she's got no business being in this match. This should be a straight one-on-one opportunity.
She is obsessed with this title. I think she needs to try and see if she can potentially work her way down to a mid-card title, maybe the United States Championship or the Intercontinental. That I would like to see.
Yeah. You know, but like I said,
she's focusing way too hard on this women's world title. I understand she was the first one to hold it.
Yeah. I'm going for Naomi for the win tomorrow night. I'm going with Naomi.
But who do you think she pins?
I don't see her. I think she pins Io.
Okay.
Because that would just solidify Naomi's legitimacy as a champion, because you know she interfered between Io and Rhea after those two had beaten the holy hell out of each other.
Yeah, absolutely
So
she did.
most people, you know, so you could sit there and say that she cheated in a sense. But I think if she pins Io, that solidifies her legitimacy as a champion.
Absolutely.
And I don't see her dropping the title, a month after winning it? Not even.
Yeah.
So I'm going with Naomi on that triple threat.
Yes, absolutely. And the last card on the last match on the card, this we already know is going to be the main event. The Undisputed Championship match between John Cena and Cody Rhodes in a street fight. Now, we saw John Cena turn face again last night. That was the shortest heel run I have seen for anybody. But it makes sense because why would WWE want one of their best known superstars to go out of the company, retire as a heel when John Cena has done so many Make-A-Wish, granted so many Make-A-Wish foundations.
Hell, Punk did it 12 years ago. He left the company as a heel and as a champion.
Oh, I know that. I meant like John Cena has done more Make-A-Wishes than any other superstar. That's where I was going with this. Why would they want that person?
No, I get
to
what you're
go out?
saying. It just
Yeah,
it doesn't seem fair or it doesn't seem right for John, who is one of the most beloved wrestlers of all time, who is arguably one of the greatest of all time, to go out like that.
yeah. Now I can't, because John Cena turned face last night on SmackDown. I do now firmly believe, because this is a street fight, I do now firmly believe we are going to finally see Cody Rhodes turn heel. I don't know what he's going to do as a heel. I just hope and pray that he doesn't bring back Stardust.
Well, it's funny you mentioned Stardust, because if you go way back to when Cody first came back to the WWE, Hunter actually handed him a box
Uh-huh.
with Stardust's wardrobe in it.
Has Cody been hanging on to that box for this occasion? Are we
Who
going to see
knows?
Stardust? Are we going to see Stardust instead of the American Nightmare?
Who knows? But with
Oh,
John
man.
turning face last night, I believe we're getting a heel Cody.
Yeah. I mean, Stardust was the whole reason he left the company in the first place. He couldn't stand that gimmick. It
But
wouldn't
honestly,
it wouldn't make sense for him to bring that character back, but at the same time, I could see him doing it for nostalgia for the fans.
yeah, I think it would probably be better if Cody was to turn heel. I think it would probably be more realistic for him to bring dashing Cody Rhodes back, simply because that was his most vicious that I've ever seen Cody.
Okay. I don't believe I saw him in that when he had that gimmick going.
So that was around the time that he was in Legacy with Ted DiBiase Jr. and Randy Orton.
Okay, yeah, I was definitely not watching at that point.
Okay, so
Yeah, no.
yeah,
You have more background on that than I do.
yeah, that was the most vicious side of Cody that I think I've ever seen, because
Mm.
no nonsense, no tolerance, just straight punching guys in the face.
You think he'd bring back the faceplate?
No, because he only wore the faceplate when he broke his nose.
Fair enough.
So I don't think the faceplate would be necessary.
Fair enough.
So we shall see
Now-
what happens tomorrow night.
Yes, absolutely. That concludes our predictions for night 2 of SummerSlam. I think this is a good spot to transition over to what we want to see next. So, with John Cena turning face last night, I want to go on record and say that I think that because he took a jab at The Rock, I think that may potentially set up for his retirement match in December And I don't think that there would be any more perfect final match for John Cena other than the final boss, The Rock. I firmly believe that this is the setup because he called out The Rock. The only match that would make sense for his retirement match would be against the final boss, The Rock. And I think yeah, no, that would be the perfect the perfect send off for John Cena.
Yeah, but let's be realistic about it. Can Rock even still go in the ring?
I mean, he went at WrestleMania 40, and granted, it may have been a tag team match, but he went. And I'm sure if he put in the training, which he still trains in the gym every day, from my understanding.
Yeah, but there's a difference between gym training and in-ring training. So does he have a ring set up somewhere that he trains in, running the ropes, taking the bumps,
I wouldn't doubt it.
So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see if we do get The Rock versus John Cena one
final time. I'm curious to see what the next move that CM Punk is going to make. Especially because
he's going to go home. He's going to lick his wounds. He's going to recover. He's going to fester. He's going to get in the ring. And he's going to train for Seth Rollins.
This is something that, I don't think he would come in alone either. As we mentioned earlier, yeah, he's got friends. He's got people that he can recruit. I personally, instead of seeing Roman's bloodline versus Solo's bloodline at War Games, I would like to see Team CM Punk versus Team Seth Rollins at War Games. But the question is, Team CM Punk and Team Seth Rollins at War Games.
Oh, okay.
But the question is, who else would be on Punk's team?
Yeah. Maybe Punk goes to Roman and recruits Roman's bloodline.
Oh, that would be poetic justice too. Because didn't Seth come after Jey Uso at one point?
That was initially when Jey had the title after he beat Gunther at WrestleMania.
All the more reason for Jey Uso to join. I could see, yeah. CM Punk and Roman's bloodline versus whoever else to Seth would add to his faction.
Well,
he's gonna recruit some beasts.
Well, there have been rumors circulating as far as who Rollins is going to add to his little group, and one of those guys is Grayson Waller.
I haven't heard anything about that. This is the first I'm hearing. Ooh. Okay. I mean, I already don't like Grayson Waller. This would give me more reason to not like him.
And apparently the other person that the rumors are circulating around is Carmelo Hayes.
Ooh. Yeah.
To round out Seth's faction.
That's a solid faction. But I do believe that Grayson Waller, out of all of those people, would be the weakest link. Me personally, I think he would be the weakest link.
I'm gonna have to disagree on that one. I don't think there would be any weaklings within the group, because the reality of it is all of these guys bring their own power, their own, moves. I mean, Grayson Waller is not a bad in-ring competitor. They've just been booking him wrong.
That's fair.
Grayson Waller should have been a champion by now.
I mean, he did hold the tag team, the WWE tag team titles with
I'm not talking about the tag team titles, dude. I'm talking about the main, Grayson Waller should have been WWE champion by now, whether that's Intercontinental champion, US champion, World Heavyweight champion. Grayson Waller has that star power to him. And the same could go with Austin Theory. Austin Theory should have been a champion by now outside of being a tag team champion.
I mean, he held the United States Championship for a little bit.
Yeah, but I'm just saying they've been focusing these guys more on tag team competition when they're not that great as a tag team, if I'm being honest.
No, and I think that's where they both kind of that's where they're not getting booked very well.
Now I got a question for you. What's next for Gunther after tonight?
Ooh. You know what? I don't
Where
know.
did he go? How does he
I don't
recover
know.
from this?
I have no idea. I think that is a very good question. I was not prepared for that.
This was the worst ass whooping Gunther has taken since he's been
Yeah.
on the main roster.
No one has busted him open. Punk was the first to do it.
So you know for a fact that that's put a major tank on his confidence.
And his ego.
Yeah. And now he doesn't have Imperium anymore to bark orders at. So it's like, where does Gunther go from here?
I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. I don't see him as a face, but I could see him turning babyface. Because he was just humbled by the best in the world.
Yes, but we both know that that is not in Gunther's DNA. We have known for Gunther to give credit where credit is due.
Yeah.
However, I don't see him as a babyface, period. It just would not work with him. It would not go over well with the universe.
No, it sure wouldn't.
I've said
I
this
already
before.
don't like, yeah.
Right. And I've said it, before. There are guys that only work as heels. And
Yeah.
they don't have the understanding on how to be a face. They don't have the tools to play into the WWE universe.
Now, I can speak on Gunther a little bit Because back when he was in NXT UK, when he was known as Walter,
Okay.
he was much bigger, and he has slimmed down a lot since he's gotten to
Yeah,
the main
he has.
roster.
Yeah, he has.
But he was a fucking giant in
And he was just as ruthless
NXT UK.
then as he is now.
He really was. I saw the match that he had with Ilya Dragunov.
Oh, dude. Talk about slobber
Oh,
knocker. Jesus.
oh, Walter versus Ilya Dragunov. That match was fucking brutal.
Yeah, that was absolutely carnage.
Yes.
I mean,
Like,
those two couldn't even. By the time that match was over, those two couldn't even leave the ring under their own power. They had to be helped to the back. It's definitely going to be interesting to see how Gunther recovers and where he goes and what's next for him.
yeah.
Now, we did touch on this earlier about Bayley, and honestly, whoever wins tomorrow night, Bayley should be next in line.
Absolutely. Especially because Lyra couldn't leave Let Enough alone. And I think if Lyra wins and Bayley takes the title off Lyra, it would be poetic justice.
Yeah, it would. And we're starting to see babyface Bayley come back around too, because
Yeah.
she just looked completely defeated
Yeah.
when she was asked, what's next for her, when she, admitted to, losing her title opportunity and then being left completely out of SummerSlam. She was completely defeated. Like, I've never
She really
seen Bayley like that.
No, and it's depressing, and she needs a win.
She really does.
She needs a win. I know she's been around for a while, and she's essentially just around to make sure that the new ones coming in has gets over. But I think it's depressing seeing her like that, and she because of that, she needs a win. I firmly believe she needs that boost of confidence. She needs that win. She's gotten shat on for so long.
She really has, especially when you look at the trajectory of Bayley, Becky, and Charlotte. Like,
And
Bayley,
Sasha,
well, yeah, but we're not going to talk about Miss CEO at the moment.
fair.
Bayley has basically been parked at the back of the bus while
Yeah.
Becky and Charlotte consistently get title opportunities.
Yeah.
And it's not fair to Bayley. It's really
No,
not. It's
it's not.
essentially a slap in the face. I mean, here are three
It is.
women who are a part of the original four horsewomen, and here you see the other two getting title opportunities after title opportunities after title opportunities, and Miss CEO is off doing absolutely fucking brilliant right now.
Yeah.
I mean, this woman's got what, 5 titles from 5 different promotions?
Yeah, she's fucking doing something right.
Like, and then here you got little Bayley, who's just been thrown into the back of the bus and just left there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really I really feel bad for Bayley right now, because I can only
Yeah.
She's got to be feeling disrespected as hell right now.
Oh, absolutely. I would be too.
You know, she's got to be feeling just absolutely depleted, drained, unworthy. Like, who knows what that woman's thinking? But like, God, it just my heart breaks for her, man. It sucks.
It does. So I know we touched on this earlier, and with Jelly Roll canceling the rest of his tour to focus on in-ring competition with the WWE, not only would I like to see a one-on-one match between Jelly Roll and Logan Paul, and Jelly Roll absolutely decimate Logan. I know it probably wouldn't happen, but one could hope. As a diehard Jelly Roll fan, I would also like to see a match between him and Drew McIntyre.
You know what? I'm going to do one even better for you. After what I saw tonight between those four, I would love to see a title run, or let me rephrase that. I would love to see a tag team title run of Jelly Roll and Randy Orton.
Ooh, now we're talking. That would be fucking.
Dude, what could I say? The guy fucking impressed me tonight. Like, I did not see that coming from Jelly Roll.
Dude, I told dude, he put in the fucking work. He has been
really
training
did.
for he silently, up until it was announced, had been training at the Performance Center for 4 weeks, and then he had another week and a half, a couple weeks and a half to prepare for this match, and he fucking delivered. He took some hellacious bumps tonight.
Oh yeah, he did.
But oh my God, I like I said, I will gladly wait to see this man in concert. And I will gladly wait for more music just to see how far he takes this thing with the WWE.
It will be interesting for sure. That's, you know what, I'm interested to see what's next for Jelly Roll. I am, to be honest with you, after what I saw tonight.
He I'm excited to see where this goes next.
So,
do we have any final thoughts?
Question for you.
Shoot.
And I'm gonna touch on the guy that you have a straight pure hatred for.
Oh, Logan Paul?
After Logan's performance tonight, should he be considered for a title run?
You know my answer. God damn it. No. Fuck Logan Paul.
No. Don't give me your biased opinion because you don't like the man. Give me your honest opinion. Do you think he deserves a title run? It's killing you to say yes because you know I'm right. He deserves a title run.
Yes, it is absolutely killing me. After seeing him disrespect Jelly Roll like that tonight, it increased my hatred for this man. Like, I thought I hated him before, but this was absolute disrespect. Oh, it is yes, he deserves his title run, but it kills me to fight. You know how hard it was for me to say that?
Well, I mean,
Like,
hey,
oh my god. Oh,
if I'm being honest, I'm surprised Logan's not already a champion in some sort of capacity.
yeah.
Because every time Logan steps into the ring, he just excels at everything he does. And love the guy, hate the guy, however you feel about the guy, he is a once in a lifetime generational talent.
But he's the outsider.
Eh, Outsider or not, this man is
He
doing the work. He is putting in the work. He is improving time and time and time again.
I will say he is putting more work in, and this is going to be a hot take for me. So you know how hard it is for going to be for me to say it. He's put in more work than Bad Bunny did.
Yeah,
Bad Bunny has been around for a couple of matches, but nothing like Logan Paul had.
no, Paul has latched onto this thing and has ran with it. I mean, he
He's a
absorbs so much information. He absorbs
he's
so
a
much by just
damn
watching people.
he's a damn good heel. He makes
He
it
really is.
extremely easy for you to fucking hate him.
But that's what makes him that once in a lifetime generational talent because he understands how to play off people's emotions. He understands how to work a crowd.
He's a natural troll. Social media
Call it how
megastar,
you
natural troll.
call it how you see it.
Yes, he's a fucking natural troll. He is a troll in the WWE.
Uh, I just had to get I just had to get your blood going. I know how you know.
I
Just had to ask
appreciate
you.
that. No, like that makes for good listening. And I'm gonna enjoy listening back to this. On that note,
Uh,
this is where we move on to Chewy's Guess the Wrestler. All
I
right,
completely
I've got my person in mind.
okay.
And I have a better idea of this man's career. Wow, I just gave part of it away. I have I have part of this person's career, most of this person's career down packed.
Okay, so you said it was a guy, so it's
Yes,
uh, currently active.
not in WWE.
Okay. Uh, Active in AEW.
No,
Active in TNA.
I believe so.
You believe so?
Yes,
Former champion of any kind.
yes.
Okay. You think he's in TNA, but you're not sure.
Yes.
Well, I
I
mean, there's
know
so
he's
many guys.
I know he's competing somewhere, but I'm not sure where he's competing.
Okay. Because there's so many guys in TNA right now that are former WWE guys.
He is former WWE.
Let's see.
That is the one hint I'm going to give you. He is competing in TNA.
Okay. Is he currently competing in a tag team?
Yes.
Okay. Is it one of the Hardys?
Yes.
So it's either Matt or Jeff. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Jeff.
You got it.
Charismatic Enigma.
Yeah. No, he's yeah, he's had one hell of a career and one hell of a public presence. Public he's made a lot of headlines.
Oh yeah, he's had a tumultuous career.
All right. You got someone in mind?
Let me think here.
All right.
Okay, I got one.
Okay. Male or female?
Male.
Okay. Currently active?
No.
Active in the 2000s.
Yes.
Okay. Active in the 2010s?
Yes.
Active in the 2020s.
No.
Okay. 2010s. So I have a general idea of the era. Now, is this someone that I know?
Well, you better know who he is.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. Former champion of any kind.
Yes.
Former tag team champion.
Yes.
Okay.
I will give you a hint because you gave me a hint.
Okay.
He is famous for one particular match and one particular match only.
Ooh.
Well, I'm not going to say one particular match only, but he gained his fame off of this one particular match.
Certain match style.
Well, if I tell you that, then it will be a dead giveaway.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. I have an I oh. Hmm. Has he ever held a singles title?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm gonna take a shot in the dark and and say the one particular match was the Punjabi prison match.
No.
No, so it's not the Great Khali.
Nope.
Okay. Um.
He's the
Ooh.
only person to enter a particular match multiple occasions.
Hmm.
Oh, come on, man. That's a dead giveaway.
Oh man. Ah.
Come
This
on,
is
dude. It's a dead
interesting.
giveaway. He's the only
This
person
is
to enter a Royal Rumble match multiple times. Dude, you're
Stone Cold
breaking my
Steve
heart right
Austin.
now.
Is this Stone
No,
Cold Steve Austin?
you're breaking my heart right now, dude.
Oh. I'm kicking myself.
You're breaking my heart right now, man.
I'm stuck. I know I'm gonna kick myself.
Like I
I'm
just
stuck.
gave you the best clue I could give you. The only guy to enter a Royal Rumble match multiple times. You're really gonna kick yourself in the ass.
I sure am. Who is it?
Mick Foley, Dude Love, Mankind.
God damn it.
Mick Foley is the only person to enter a Royal Rumble on 3 different occasions as 3 different personas.
See, I never knew that.
The match he was made famous for,
Was the
Undertaker
Hell in a
versus
Cell
Mankind, Hell in a Cell.
the Hell in a Cell, yes. Okay. Wow. Why didn't
You mean to tell me
I'm
you never knew that Mick Foley is the only person to enter the same Royal Rumble multiple times as
No,
3 different competitors?
I never knew that.
Dude, you are green behind the ears when it comes to wrestling.
Yeah, no, I know the great Hall of Famer Mick Foley. You know, I am kicking myself so goddamn hard right now.
And
Oh,
I thought you were going to get it when I gave you that he's the only person to enter the Royal Rumble multiple times.
yeah, no, I did not know that.
Uh,
I was
man.
thinking I didn't know you meant like 3 different personas. I thought you meant like entered in, went under the ring, head out for a little bit, and then came back in.
Oh, no.
Because I've seen people do that before, and that's been done countless times by many different people. You know, I did not know that. Um, all right. I think that is a good spot to leave this off. Do we have any closing thoughts?
No.
All right.
We are good for the night, dude.
All right. That wraps it up for night 1 of SummerSlam. We'll see you guys tomorrow for night 2. All right. Welcome back to Nick and Joe's wrestling recaps for night 2 of SummerSlam. I'm Nick,
I'm Joe.
and together we're bringing you the coverage for SummerSlam night 2. Tonight with us, we have a special guest. Welcome, Will.
How's it going?
It, I am so glad that you were able to join us this evening to cover night 2 of SummerSlam. Let's get right into this. Opening the show, we had the triple threat match with Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and Naomi for the Women's World Championship. I want to start off by saying, I know I said this last night when we went over our predictions. My prediction was Rhea Ripley, but after thinking about it, she's far too obsessed with this title and needs to put more focus on other things. Yes, I understand she was the first to hold this specific title, and I think that might have something to do with her obsession of this title. Joe, what were your thoughts on the match?
Well, I mean, it's like we discussed last night. Me personally, Rhea had no business being in this match. I called it with Naomi being retaking the title. However, I got my prediction wrong when it came to who she was going to pin. I think it would have been better for her to pin Io just to solidify that,
Yeah.
her win wasn't a fluke. Overall, I think these girls did a hell of a job. But honestly, I'd like to see Naomi go against Io one-on-one for the title, just to see exactly how good Naomi is.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Will, what were your thoughts on this?
Actually, I have to agree. Rhea seemed like, why is she still in the picture? I understand why, but it's getting stale to me.
Yeah. No, she needs to like temper her expectations.
It's not getting stale. It is stale. I mean, we know that Rhea is going to go down as one of the greatest of all time. She's proven that. But it's almost like she puts her own expectations at an extremely high rate, to where she thinks that she's only gonna fight for the top belt, which there's nothing wrong with that, but Rhea could be a phenomenal women's United States champion. She could be a phenomenal women's intercontinental champion. Hell, she could be a phenomenal tag team partner. But she's just stuck at wanting the world title. It's almost like a child, taking a sippy cup and not giving it back.
Yeah, no, I could see
Yeah.
I could see a reason why she's only focusing on the top title, because that would then defeat her phrase, "Mommy is always on top."
Right, but she could be on top with a different title.
True. Me personally, I'd like to see her go after the women's intercontinental. I would love to see a match between Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch for this fucking title.
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
It wouldn't, but I think it would be a lot more interesting to see Julia and Rhea Ripley crash, because we've seen Becky and Rhea crash in the past, but we haven't seen Julia really be tested yet since coming to the main roster. And I think Rhea would be a great opportunity to see how good Julia actually is.
That would be a fucking bloodbath. Julia's fucking badass, and so is Rhea Ripley. Ooh, yes, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
All right. The next match that we had on the card was one of my most anticipated matches for this card, specifically for the fact that the Wyatt Six were retaining defending defending their tag team championships. This was how many years has it been since they debuted the TLC match, Joe?
25 years today was the first ever TLC match at SummerSlam.
back in 2000.
Yep.
Yeah. So in this six-pack tag team TLC match, we had the Street Profits, DIY, Motor City Machine Guns, Fraxium, Andrade, and Ray Phoenix, and the Wyatt Six, the defending champions.
Well, we had more than just the 6 teams in there. I mean,
Oh, I know. Okay. I fucking face palmed when I'm like, Candice, what the fuck is she doing in this match? Like, she's
Where
gonna
did she
get
come
hurt.
from?
She's gonna
Can
get.
we-
She is. She is
Oh.
Johnny Gargano's wife.
Yeah.
yeah, we just take a second to appreciate the bump that Candice took going through that ladder.
Oh,
Dude,
God.
that was fucking brutal.
I mean,
Like-
good.
And she wasn't the only female wrestler that got involved. B-Fab got involved.
Nikki Cross got involved.
Nikki Cross.
Oh, I'm
Yep.
so glad Nikki Cross got involved because, I mean, yeah, she was helping defend the titles. Hell yeah. This is a 6-pack TLC match. Anything fucking goes. Anyone can get involved. This match was absolute. As Joe, what did you say? This match was absolute
Anarchy.
dude. Yes, Carnage, Anarchy. This match did not disappoint.
And I'd like
Anything
to
you'd expect a TLC match to be.
exactly.
Oh my god.
I want to
Yes.
retract my statement last night when I said that Gunter and Punk was match of the year. Nah. This is match of the year right here. This match was anarchy. It was chaos from start to finish. I don't know how many tables got busted. I lost track after the first.
Yes. Oh,
I mean, God.
all the tables.
These guys went out there and they topped the last 6-pack ladder match that they had at WrestleMania, I believe it was.
Yeah, no. Dude.
This was straight anarchy, man. Every bone in my body was hurting from that match because I could just feel it. I mean, these dudes went out there and absolutely killed it tonight.
Yeah. Will, did you have some thoughts on this match?
This is actually a match where I tried to keep my attention, but there was just way too much going on.
That's fair. There was a lot going on in this match. Hard to keep track of everything. But this match was all over the place.
I tell you what, though, Fraxia, they showed up and they showed out, especially Axiom. That Spanish fly or that C4, whatever you want to call it, from the left through the table, that was absolutely nuts.
Yeah, it was.
And then, I mean, good God, the core strength of Tommaso Ciampa when Nathan Frazier was going to spear him from the top of the ladder, for him to pull him up and hang himself like that for the amount of time that he did. Good God Almighty, that was
yeah, no, he just showed off his strength tonight. I am glad that my bias prediction was correct because my prediction was and will remain the Wyatt Six. I am glad that Joe Gacy was the one to pull down the belts. Having Dexter Lumis guard the ladder like he did was a very smart idea.
Yeah, it was a 10 out of 10 match in my opinion.
Fuck yes.
And I think it's a nice show of respect how Devon and Bubba were invited and Jeff and Matt were invited. I'm just a little disappointed that Hunter didn't reach out to AEW and see if he could get Edge and Christian to show up tonight, because I think it would have been just an absolute honor to just see all three of those tag teams who honestly made this match what it is today.
I had that same thought.
There would be no TLC without those three tag teams.
No.
Yep.
The next match we have on the card for SummerSlam Night 2 was the no countouts, no disqualification match between Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria for the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
Were we dead wrong on this match, dude? We thought it was gonna be
Yeah, we were. Dude, this match did not disappoint. Oh man.
we both thought
I am
it was gonna be boring as
I
shit.
was I had completely forgotten that this was a street fight match until we did our predictions last night.
Well, they didn't air it as anything other than just a regular one-on-one fight. Like, they didn't give any indication that I'm aware of that it was going to be a no disqualification, no count out kind of match.
I thought they said that earlier in the week.
They might have. I might have missed it because I haven't been able to watch Raw lately.
I think
Okay.
yeah. No, the way Lyra was able to maneuver after her hands were zip tied together was fucking phenomenal.
I mean, for Lyra to just basically get her ass just destroyed, have her hands zip tied, and then be able to pull off a moonsault, that was incredible.
Absolutely.
Lyra showed a side of her that we have not seen since she came to WWE.
Absolutely.
We always knew that Becky had that side of her because we've seen it from Becky, but we've not seen a side of Lyra where it's like, holy shit, this woman can absorb a lot of punishment.
Yeah. Now, Willow's favorite wrestler is Bayley, so she got extremely excited when Bayley came out. That fucking crowbar, though, that could have done a lot of damage.
Yeah, would have. I'm interested to see if Lyra's going to have any sort of ribcage injuries after basically being hung up on the ring post and just beating the shit out of with the kendo stick.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. Dude, I physically verbally winced a couple of times during this match.
It was
Yeah.
It kind of reminds you of the John Cena Batista I Quit match back in the day when Batista had John hung up on it wasn't Batista, it was Randy Orton. He had him hung up on the ring post exactly just like Lyra was, and Randy was just beating him with the damn kendo stick.
So with how brutal this match was, no, this can't be compared to that match, can it?
What?
What?
The Triple H and Batista match that happened at WrestleMania I think back in 2019.
Nah, because this match was worse than that one.
Fair enough.
So here's a question. Do we see Bayley go after Becky now, or do we see Bayley and Lyra start a feud after Bayley inadvertently struck Lyra with the steel chain?
I think Bayley goes after Becky because of how much she's been shat on. And Becky has what Bayley wants. Lyra had her chance. Now, Lyra can't get involved, and that would be a huge opening for Bayley to go after Becky, at least in my opinion.
Correction. She can still get involved. She just can't contend for the title as long as Becky holds it.
Okay, yeah.
So that would open the door for Bayley to challenge Becky, and then Bayley and Lyra somewhere down the line.
If there's still some mutual respect there, which I think that's long gone by now.
Between who? Bayley and Lyra?
Yeah, with like I said last night, like Lyra couldn't leave Let Enough alone to let Bayley have her match against Becky without getting interfered. Lyra couldn't leave Let Enough alone. I think the respect went out the window when Lyra interfered in that title match.
I disagree, because if that was the case, then why would Bayley have come out, at all?
That's fair.
So I don't think it's completely gone. I mean, I think there's still some sort of respect or mutual respect for one another, simply because Bayley came out and stopped Becky from causing more damage with that crowbar.
Yeah. Okay. With Becky picking up the win on this, completely disqualifying Lyra from ever challenging Becky for the title as long as Becky Lynch holds it. I think this match I have a feeling this is going to go well in Bayley's favor in the near future. Do we have any final thoughts on this match?
I'm just curious to see where it goes after this.
Yeah. All right. The next match we have on this card is the Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa in a steel cage match for the United States Championship. This match went exactly as I thought it would. I knew Solo was going to have his goons, for lack of better terms, come out and help. But I'm glad that Jacob had Jimmy in his back pocket.
Yeah. And I mean, the steel cage was supposed to prevent the goons from having any sort of help.
Yeah. Somehow he still managed.
I'm going to be completely honest. I was extremely disappointed in this match. And
I can agree.
The reason why is because, honestly, it looked like it was just done half-assed.
Yeah, they could have done much better with this.
It just looked like honestly, it looked like they both did not even want this match to begin with. It just kind of looked like it had been put on them, and like you got no choice in this. Y'all are going in a steel cage. Because, I mean, come on. Jacob looked like he was running at, 50% capacity. Solo looked like he was running at 50% capacity. It wasn't your typical cage match that you're used to seeing. It was like the violence wasn't 100% there.
No, this
Right.
I would have loved to see someone busted open. Me personally,
If they were
Which is
really
what you
trying,
normally get.
right, and if they were really trying to settle this issue, or if they were really trying to keep all interference out, just throw these two fuckers in a Hell in a Cell.
yeah.
Yeah.
Solo did end up retaining his title. I personally would have liked to see Jacob get his United States Championship back.
You and me both, man.
Yep.
All right. Do we have any final thoughts on this one before? Because this one was extremely lackluster.
Yeah.
Very
All right. The next match we have on the card was for AJ Styles and Dirty Dom for the Intercontinental Championship. I want to start off by saying that AJ was playing some phenomenal mind games tonight. coming out in that fucking lowrider with his son.
Phenomenal choice of.
And the Eddie Guerrero ring gear, like mind games to the very T.
Oh, he was totally playing mind games with Dominic. Like, if I'm being honest, this match was more comical than anything because AJ was throwing a lot of the shit that Eddie used to do, like the chair, the coming out in the
Yes.
low, ring gear. I mean, this was more of just a comical match than anything.
I was here for it. Like this match was entertaining. To see AJ Styles finally get his hands on Dominic after all those cat and mouse games he was playing with that stupid doctor's note.
What, and out plays his own cat and mouse games? I mean, come on.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
But of course, Dominic got the win. Looked good while he was. He actually did it on his own. He didn't need any help from the Judgment Day.
No, he surprisingly was able to hold his own. I gotta give credit where credit is due. I just don't. He's a good Dominic is a good competitor. He really is. He's more than proven himself. I have been the biggest Dirty Dom hater that I can think of.
Because he makes it so easy.
He does. He really fucking does. Especially with how much he's obsessed with chicky nuggies. Like, I cannot take that man seriously. I gotta give credit where credit is due. He held his own without the help from the Judgment Day, and against AJ Styles, nonetheless. I am surprised and honored to say that I was wrong about this match. My prediction was AJ Styles would pick up the win.
Well, I mean, we both thought, AJ was finally going to get his dues.
Yeah. Will, did you have
Any
any final?
match, any match that has Dom in it, I kind of go with the other guy because I don't think very highly of Dom unless he hits a certain mark for me. But this is a match I will say I did step away to actually make myself some food. So I did not watch that match at all.
Fair enough.
So I'm surprised to hear that he did it by himself. That's definitely credit where credit's due.
Hell yeah. All right. On to the main event. We have Cody Rhodes versus John Cena in a street fight match for the undisputed WWE Championship. I want to go on record and say I personally thought we were going to see Cody Rhodes turn heel. I didn't see a difference. I saw more ruthless aggression, but I don't think he is turning heel just yet.
I don't know, man. Did you see the look in Cody's eyes? It was like a blank stare quite a few times. It was like he was contemplating whether or not whether he was going to turn heel or not. Like, there was quite a few times where you just saw that look in Cody's eyes, and it's like, oh, is he going to do it? Like, is he really going to turn heel?
Right. I have never in all of the years in the last decade that I can think of that the bottom rope was used as a weapon in a match like this, as like in the way that it was tonight.
Oh, it's believe it or not, those ropes and those metal rods, they've been used quite a bit over the years as weapons.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
I can we take a second just to acknowledge the fact of John throwing Cody underneath the ramp, hooking him up into the F5, getting on that elevator shaft, and then coming up. I mean, that was a badass spot. That was fucking incredible.
Will, what did you say that was?
Cinematic gold.
Exactly.
That was well done. This match was, as good old JR would say, this was a good old slobber knocker.
Yes, it was. And then the fact that John carried Cody all the way from the top of the ramp down to the ring. I mean, good God.
My dude.
It's funny you just mentioned the term ruthless aggression. We saw a lot of that out of both John and Cody tonight.
Oh, absolutely we did.
And John was the one that coined that phrase way back when, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Sure
when he
did.
first came out. It was his first promo against Kurt Angle, and Kurt Angle asked him what makes him think stand against the ring from him. Like, what kind of credentials do you have? And John says ruthless aggression, and then smacked him with the mic.
Yep.
I'll tell you what, that match could have gone either way. John could have retained, but we all, Cody won. Congrats to Cody. I'm a little disappointed though.
I will say, after seeing Cody win, I don't think this was on anybody's bingo card. We got a return from a massive pop, by the way, for the Beast incarnate Brock fucking Lesnar. This
Dude slimmed down quite a bit since he's been gone.
yes, like, but he's still so fucking jacked.
Exactly.
Like, and the way he put John in that F5, like, they did a super good job at like keeping this one secret. Because last I heard, Brock Lesnar was not returning to professional wrestling.
Last I heard, he had been banned. He had been blacklisted.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Now,
So
let's
this
not
was
forget-
a major surprise.
Yeah, let's not forget what happened the last time these two faced each other. It was at SummerSlam. What winded up happening? Brock left John in his own pool of blood.
Yeah, no, I think this would be that Brock saw an opportunity on John Cena's farewell tour to face John one final time.
And I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I'm so here for it. I think it'd only be fitting for John to get his pound of flesh back, so to speak.
Absolutely.
Now, is it going to happen? Probably not. Brock's probably going to destroy him like he's done every other time that he's faced John.
I would like to retract my statement from last night. I don't think that there's a way that The Rock is going to be John's retirement match. I think this is the set. I think
Ooh.
Brock Lesnar is Dwayne's puppet.
Really? You think so?
I think so.
I'm going to have to disagree on that one.
Hear me out. I think The Rock pulls some strings like he always does. And instead of getting into the ring himself, because if you think about it, The Rock is in the same position that Vince would normally be.
Okay, so theoretically, if that is true, which I've never known for Brock to be anybody's puppet, but if that is the case, how, like, Brock would have had to have pulled out a yacht full of cash to even get Brock to consider being somebody else's puppet.
I wouldn't put it past him.
I don't know, man. There's 4 months left in John's career. I think we could still see a John Cena and Brock Lesnar, and I still think we could see a John Cena and The Rock.
Will, what are your thoughts here?
On his return?
On the match as a whole.
Oh, the match as a whole. I mean, part of me thought we would see John go a little bit further with the title. I didn't know it would end here. But I hope that they have a plan for Cody with the title now that he has it back.
Yeah, me too.
I just thought that the tour that he's currently on, he would hold the title, drop it, and leave.
Let's smoke outside.
But if they're having him drop it now, what's next for him?
So I think. Now, did you have any final thoughts on Brock's return, Will?
Just a question of what they have in store for him. If it is indeed a match with John down the road before John takes off, that would be nice to revisit and see where they go with it.
I got
Hell
a
yeah.
couple ideas as far as Brock.
Oh,
Okay.
let's hear them.
Let's go back to last night. Heist of the Century ×2, Seth Rollins. They really haven't settled their differences since the first time Seth cashed in.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. 10 years later, it would only make sense.
So,
Oh,
give
Oh. Ooh,
Give me
me.
Seth.
Paul Heyman. Paul
Exact-
Heyman would be the reason.
Oh my god.
It's coming full circle. 10 years later. Oh, I'm here for it. Fuck yes.
That's just one of my theories, or one of my ideas. The other idea: have Brock go after Cody, take the title off of Cody, and then have Brock versus John and have John win the title back.
I think it would make way more sense to have Brock go after Seth. That's
Because
long-term story. That's long-term booking, long-term storytelling. That's
Now here's
oh my
where
god.
here's where it gets even more juicier and more tastier. If they decide to go down that route where Brock goes after Seth,
Mhm.
start him off going after Big Bronson Reed.
Oh,
Could
he'd
you
give
imagine?
Bronson. He'd
And
give him a
Brock-
run for his money. That would be absolute carnage.
Exactly.
Same with him and Braun Breaker. Like that match would be legendary.
Yep.
there are so many possibilities.
Oh, I know.
And they all revolve around Paul Heyman. Imagine that.
Well, I mean, he's the wise man in the walrus for a reason, I guess. So, hey.
All right. I think this is a good spot to transition to what we want to see next.
I mean, I think
Will,
we already covered that, didn't we? With Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, I think we.
yeah, okay. All right. Then I guess let's dive right into the Chewy Guess Your Wrestler segment. Joe, do you have someone in mind?
Okay. Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Will, do you want to start it off?
Were they active during the 2010s?
Yes.
Male or female?
Male.
Are they active now?
Yes.
Okay.
Active in WWE.
Yes.
Are they part of a tag team?
Currently, or have they ever?
Currently.
Currently, no.
Okay.
Former champion of any kind.
Yes.
Okay. Active
Currently
in
a
the.
champ.
Oops, sorry.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Currently a champion.
Let's see.
No.
No? Okay. Will, you got a guess? Or a
Question? No.
question? No? Okay. You said they are part of a tag team?
Not currently, no. They have been.
Are
I am-
they known for one show over the other?
Say that again?
Are they known for one show over the other?
Yes.
Is this person on Raw?
No.
Okay, so they're on SmackDown.
So they're predominantly known for SmackDown. Okay. I don't watch too much of SmackDown because I don't have USA. Crap.
Is this person currently on SmackDown?
Yes.
Hmm.
Come on, man. This should be an easy one for you.
Is he? You said he's not currently a champion?
No.
Okay. Then I'm going to retract the answer I was just about to give.
I'll give you a hint. He has many nicknames.
Many nicknames.
Yep.
Oh.
Was he part of a 3-man tag team?
No.
Okay. So it was a 2-person tag team.
Correction. He was in a 3-man tag team at one point in his career.
Is this Randy Orton?
There you go.
Hey.
How about that? You finally got one right. I felt bad after last night because I've been giving you all these guys that you weren't watching wrestling back then, so I figure I'd give you a current one.
Fair enough. I appreciate that. All right. Will, do you have someone in mind?
I do, but all right, let's just give it a shot. Sure.
All right. Male or female?
Female.
Female?
Mm-hmm.
Active in the 90s?
Yes.
Active in the 2000s?
Yes.
Former Women or Divas champion?
I'd have to look that up.
I'll give you a second.
I
to
mean,
look
if I
that
gave you a hint, it'd probably give away the answer.
up.
Maybe for me, but probably not for him.
Active in the 2010s.
I want to say no.
Hall of Famer?
As part of a stable, yes.
As part of a stable.
Dead or alive?
Unfortunately, dead.
Oh, I have a feeling I know who this is.
You probably do.
Is the faction Degeneration X?
Yes.
So
Like
it's China.
when I said Hall of Famer and he said as a faction, and then he said dead, I'm thinking to myself, 90s, 2000s, got to be China because it wouldn't be Miss Elizabeth, it wouldn't be Sensational Sherry. He mentioned, faction, so I was thinking Sonny, but then he said unfortunately dead, so that cut Sonny out.
Was that easy enough for you, Nick?
Yes. All right. So give me 1 second. All right, I got somebody.
Male or female?
Male.
Active now.
No.
Active in the 90s.
No.
Active at the turn of the century.
Huh?
2000s, 2010s.
Yes.
You don't
Former
sound
champ?
too sure.
No, I don't believe in the 2000s, but definitely the 2010s.
Okay.
Former champion?
Yes.
Were they part of a tag team at any point?
Yes.
Currently active in another promotion?
Were they
Never active in another promotion to my knowledge.
Were they known for their singles work or were they known for the tag work?
Tag work.
Currently active at either promotion for faction tag team work. Former champion of any kind?
Yes.
I got an off the wall guess.
What's the off the wall guess?
Ted DiBiase
Go
Jr.
Say who?
Ted DiBiase Jr.
No.
That was an off the wall guess. Let's see. My mind just went blank.
Hall of Famer?
Future Hall of Famer.
Future Hall of Famer.
Well, that could be anybody.
Hopefully
Currently-
sooner rather than later.
Currently active or no?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay. No work in any other promotion. In a faction, former champion. Future Hall of Famer. Royal Rumble winner at all?
I don't believe so, no. He has entered in Royal Rumbles.
I want to say Batista, but
Y'all are going to kick yourselves.
Probably.
well, I mean, you're not really giving us much information.
There's one question that y'all didn't ask.
Oh.
Is he dead or alive?
Okay, so is he dead or alive?
Unfortunately, he is no longer with us.
Bray Wyatt.
Yes, sir.
I figured that question would come up last night, not tonight.
I only
Knowing
did Bray
you're
Wyatt.
a huge fan of his, yes, that. Oh.
That I thought it was only appropriate to do Bray Wyatt tonight because the Wyatt Six retained their titles tonight. All right. That concludes this episode of night 1 and night 2 of SummerSlam. I have been your host, Nick. You can find me on at the Gaming Fiend 1 on all the things. Still won't be able to find Joe because he doesn't do the whole social media thing. Will, can anybody find you anywhere?
Currently all of my screen names are different, so you can find me on Discord here at the screen name Night Shadow 1954. If you're interested, we can go from there.
All right. So I want to say thank you to Oversoul for editing this podcast. You can hear him on our main show, The Overcast, on the same podcast feed, or you can find him on YouTube at Oversoul Gaming, where you can also find the visual version of this show. I want to say thank you to PodServe FM for hosting us and Epidemic Sound for the music, and to you, the audience, because podcasts don't work without people to listen to them. So thank you for listening. We will see you guys in the next one. Bye.